Well, in Haiti, about 153 cases of AIDS have been reported in the last 4 years. Last week, we told you the government there is now cracking down on homosexuals, and tonight, one Haitian official is vowing the crackdown will continue. Eyewitness News reporter Garrett Glaser has just returned from Haiti, and in his Closer Look report tells us all this publicity is devastating the country.
It is not news that Haiti is a poor country. Tens of thousands here are dependent on American and European tourist dollars to survive. What is news is that the tourism industry here is taking a nosedive, and some say that's having the worst economic impact in years. Economic impact sounds kind of abstract and highfalutin. What it really means is less money for the people of Haiti, less money for these people. From the crowded streets of Port-au-Prince and Pétionville, you can feel it in the air. The people here sense that something is very wrong. How much is tourism down?
In my hotel alone, oh gosh, maybe 50%.
Suzanne Seitz runs one of Haiti's best-known hotels, the Grand Hotel Olofsen in Port-au-Prince. She says local hotel owners have gotten together and talked about suing the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta. That's the agency which first labeled Haitians as a high-risk AIDS group, something it is now reconsidering.
I think they were too quick in putting Haiti on that list, and I think it's very difficult for them to take their word back. It's an enormous, enormous thing that they did, and it's an enormous burden for Haiti.
A different analysis, though, from Haitian Information Director Guy Mayer. He says the drop in tourism has nothing to do with publicity about AIDS, or as it's called in French, SIDA.
The fall in tourism has been more than 3 years. This has been before the blowout of the news of SIDA.
Mayer defends his government's recent crackdown on homosexuals. He confirms police shut down this gay bar and says less than a dozen patrons were arrested for their alleged involvement in adolescent male prostitution. We tried to take pictures here, but we were stopped.
No, that was here. No. Okay. No.
I gotta push my hand off. The hotel that police closed several weeks ago, the one that police said catered to male prostitutes, well, it's still closed. But other hotels here also cater to homosexuals, and we wanted to find out if they were being bothered by government officials. Well, not one representative of any of those guest houses or hotels would talk to us. Not surprising in a primitive country where homosexuality is still an extremely taboo subject. Sources also tell us local gays have been threatened with harm if they speak out. Mayer, the information director, denies a gay crackdown and denies more than 12 were arrested. A different story, though, from Serge Conille, the government's social welfare director.
Chez Denise, what about the other 40 gay people arrested in over a one-week period?
Yes, but what happened, they didn't stay in jail. They stayed overnight.
But why arrest them at all?
Because we have to, how can we get all those information if we don't arrest them?
Conille promises more gay hotels here will be closed. The government won't say which ones, but ministers under President for Life Jean-Claude Duvalier say other businesses involving prostitution will definitely be shut down. This is a country of extremes: extreme beauty, extreme wealth, extreme poverty. And some people are betting this year that the nation's economy will be as much a victim of AIDS as the patients themselves. Indeed, they say it may be years before Haiti recovers. In downtown Port-au-Prince, Garrett Glaser, Channel 10, Eyewitness News.